And what's good, everybody? Welcome back in here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball. Here we go. I know a lot of Louisville fans pumped out for this one for today, as I'll be covering the play-by-play and hopefully a good game. The Cards finally back. 19 days since they last played their last game, and they are finally returning back onto the court, this time on the road, as they are taking on the Tar Heels. UNC heading into this matchup 13-7. 7-5 in the ACC, tied for 5th right now, a half a game behind Louisville in the conference, as the Cards this season right now 4th in the ACC, 1 game behind Virginia Tech at number 3 out in the conference here. Appreciate all for dropping them by, being a part here on this stream today. As hopefully we have a lit chat out in here. We got Bradley here first on the stream, and of course this one is a big one out for his team here, looking for the Cards here out in this one. Of course, Diamond McCrab also for his prediction going out for Louisville as well. What's good here, Raptor? Appreciate my man for dropping them by here. As this is going to be a send-off stream tonight, man. Going to send you off and hope it's going to be an awesome, remarkable game going down here. That is one thing for sure. Derby City, welcome on board. We got Vegas back in the chat. We got Goody as well, taking the Tar Heels by 5. Got Joey here. Welcome on here, man. Hope all is going well. Let's see. Warwick, welcome on to the stream here. Steven, welcome back once again here. Great game, hopefully going down today. Lindsay, welcome back from the last game I covered. Last game was incredible. West Virginia down by 19, came from behind and beat back Texas by 2. Just a phenomenal game in the last one here. So Raptor's going to drop off his dog with his sister at halftime, and then going to leave and hopefully be back. No problem, man, here. Glad to have you back here on the stream. Whenever you want to come back here, brother, feel free. This channel is always up here for you guys to come back whenever you guys are free and have the chance. Christian here going out for his Cards in this one. Welcome back in. Hey, Behind the Arc fan back in this one. Working to take UNC for this game. And Armando, welcome onto the stream, as we got Warren as well. So hopefully a good game here. We're just wrapping up LSU against Auburn. Final minute left to go as LSU is crushing Auburn 104-78. As LSU can score a ton of points. Wow. And then we're going to get over for this game, the play-by-play. Louisville last game 19 days ago will be returning, though. Malik Williams for the first time this season. Last year, he only averaged just over 18 minutes per game, but he scored around 8.5 per game, over 6 rebounds per game. As this is huge. They get some more size to add in on their team here with their 6'11 center, Malik Williams, as he is finally back for the Cards. We're going to take a look at one of the weaknesses here for Louisville going up against a weakness for UNC. This is the big key for this matchup today. North Carolina comes in dead last in the conference at defending the 3. The problem for Louisville this season, though, is that they've been struggling to hit the 3. So it goes against a weakness here for North Carolina that they just cannot defend the 3, whereas what UNC can do best is rebounds. They're right now number 3 in the nation in rebounds per game, whereas Louisville, they're 14th in the ACC in three-point shooting percentage, but what they do well is through their defense this year. Number 2 in the conference for the Cards, and this game should be a good one, hopefully, as Behind Your Fan going North Carolina by 3. Uncle Luke, welcome back in the stream. I know who he's taking here out with a logo going out for UNC in this one. Yeah, I saw that, Vegas. You guys actually used the voice channel, so finally able to get some voices there in the Discord. I saw that going on. I got a notification for that, and I checked it out. It's like, yo, we got a couple people out in the music slot right now going on. Florida State looks like they're going to beat Pittsburgh 76-70 to score FSU by 6 over Pitt. Stanford and Washington State going to overtime. That score is tied up at 63 even. We're just waiting for LSU and Auburn to wrap up their game so we can get for this one. So we'll keep you guys posted with those scores throughout today. I covered West Virginia, Texas before this game had started, and man, it's a crazy game. You guys probably want to know my prediction for this one. I'm going to go UNC for this game here for my prediction by 7, 74-67 North Carolina. I got for this game, for this matchup for today here. So I already predicted West Virginia over Texas. Maybe we'll see if I can get it 2-0 to start off the day. Hey, thanks so much for letting me know, Raptor. No problem, man. Whenever, yeah, no problem, man. Whenever in the future here, bud. Feel free to stop by in the future here. But best of luck to you, man, and hopefully you'll be able to get better and hopefully things will be much better for you down the line in the future. Really do hope so, brother. LSU Auburn is just wrapped up. Final score 104-80 as we're going to get our way ready here for this one now. Louisville against UNC as this is a game finally that we get to go for the play-by-play. What's good, Hawkeye Nation? Appreciate Bud for dropping by. You or I should definitely beat GW tomorrow. Jose, welcome on here as well. Back from his house here, is organizing his stuff, moving into his new house, and best of luck out there till you move, Jose. So this game just tipped off. It's going to be Louisville in the red jerseys. They go right to left in the court as the Cards get the first bucket of the game. North Carolina white jerseys, light blue letters and numbers as UNC now first possession. They have it at the right wing with Caleb Love. Love passes over top of the key as they turn it over. That Kerwin Walton gets stripped around the perimeter. Louisville now in transition. Pass gets deflected. Stolen right back, though, inside the post by Leaky Black. Black now dribbles left baseline. Gets away with a push off. The Cards bench wasn't happy with that three-point shot. They take it and they make it. Kerwin Walton from the perimeter. And he has been huge. 43% from three this season for North Carolina. As now they're up 3-2. Louisville takes it past half court. It looks like a whistle fall picked up here off the reaching by UNC for their first personal of the game. If you guys are new in the stream here, I cover play-by-play basketball games, college basketball, NBA games as well. Make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Welcome in here, everybody, for hopefully a great game tonight going down. Inbound for the Cards. Second possession now for Louisville. 18:50 left to go in the first half. Louisville dribbles now. At the right elbow, going to make their way inside. Floats it up. No good off the backboard. They do get the offensive rebound to keep it alive. They move it out left wing perimeter. Samuel Williamson. Out to the top of the key now. As they will move it backward to Williamson. Left baseline dribble to the hoop. Missed the layup. No good. Defensive board by UNC as they snag it. Caleb Love has it. Takes it past half court. Love guarded at the left wing by Carly Jones. They move it to the outside to Leaky Black. Black moves it over now to the right elbow, ball into the hands of Garrison Brooks. Backs his way in there. Brooks puts up the shot. Good for two. UNC by 3. Armando going to take UNC in this one. Hawkeye Nation as well going out for UNC. And Uncle Luke got UNC by 1. 74-73. Gives another heart attack today in a close one. 2 minutes through. 18 minutes left to go in the first half here. Cards basketball. They will dribble top of the key. Johnson moves it out to the outside. A 3, and they dialed up good. For the triple, Samuel Williamson knocks it down, tie at 5. UNC passes now inside. They're going to back their way inside the post here. Turnaround jumper, left baseline, got it. They're not going to count it, though. So personal foul picked up on the floor. It's going to be by Louisville here. Clock will stop with 17:24 left to go. Are they going to count that jumper? It was a turnaround by Garrison Brooks. And they're not. So they're going to... Okay, so turnaround by Garrison Brooks didn't go. UNC gets the inbounds. As they are double teamed, they move it back inside over to Brooks. Brooks here at the left baseline. He goes for another turnaround. Same spot. This time they count it. Good for 2. Steven listening to me I'm doing the stream right now. Also playing Madden. Thanks so much, brother, for tuning in there. Yes, I do miss Rondo there on the Celtics. I do. I loved watching Rondo on Boston. Cards have it here. 17 minutes left to go in the first half. Carly Jones, left baseline. Jumper. Takes it. Got it. Difficult one, too. Contested from the left by Caleb Love. Able to knock it down. 17 minutes left to go. UNC passing inside. Deflected, though, out of bounds. Last touch by Louisville by Jalen Withers, so it's going to stay UNC ball. Yeah, North Carolina this season, their offense has been pretty solid, but it's been more of the defensive type of struggles in their games this year. So UNC struggled defensively this season, whereas Louisville struggled scoring points. They're more of the defensive type of team. UNC has it back out. Walton passes right corner perimeter over to Caleb Love. Feeds it now inside. Passes inside the key. Deflected. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Louisville. So it's going to go right back into UNC. So UNC about to get the inbound. 16:46 left to go. 16 on the shot clock underneath. As UNC puts it back into inbound once again. Last touch by the Cardinals, and it goes out of bounds. Yeah, no actual screen can be shown due to copyright, so it's only play-by-play only. That's why it says up on the top here. Play-by-play only, no TV will be shown, so it's play-by-play. UNC has it. They dribble top of the key ball into the hands of Caleb Love. Moves it outside here. As UNC will take the 3. It's up. Got it. Money. They hit it by Caleb Love with a triple. 10-7 Tar Heels. We got 50 people joining now. If you guys are new in the chat, I cover play-by-play basketball games, college basketball games, NBA games as well. Make sure to spike the thumbs up if you guys are new. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let me know in the chat as well who you've got in this one. If you're going out for Louisville or going for UNC. Cardinals take it. Ball's on the ground as they have it on the ground here. As there's a scrum for the basketball. The Cards able to get it out of that pile, though. Jones, left baseline jumper. No good off the mark. They do get the offensive rebound. Cardinals will take a deep 3. They dial it up off the back iron. No good. And UNC, big save right there. Beautiful save by the Tar Heels. Able to save it as they get it here with a defensive board. A wide open 3. Missed it by North Carolina. Offensive rebound, though, underneath. They're going to put it up, and that's good for 2. Up and in off the backboard by the Tar Heels by Armando Bacot. UNC by 5. Cardinals now with the basketball. 15.5 left to go. Bounce pass over to Jones. Jones dribbles towards his right. Now dribbles at the right elbow. Floats it up over the top. Puts it up. No good. Tried to go for the alley-oop a little bit behind in the pass, though, and UNC is going to get it back. Kerwin Walton floats it over inside the key. Gets position. Good for another 2. Puts it up and in by Armando Bacot. It's 14-7 here. North Carolina by 7. B. Jones, welcome to the stream here. Going UNC for this one. Diana, welcome back in here as well. Thanks so much for dropping them by. 15 minutes left to go. 5 through so far. Cardinals, 7 on the board. They pass it to the right corner. Open 3. Williamson missed it off the mark and rebound by UNC. UNC, their front court for this team, they are stacked. Number 3 rebounding team in the nation. 3-point shot. They missed it at the top of the key by Caleb Love. Rebound back to the Cards. Louisville dribbles. Now they make their move inside. That's good. Nice move to the bucket. Good for 2 by Louisville there by David Johnson as it goes down. 5-point game. 14:30 left to go. North Carolina has it at the top of the key. They're going to move it now inside. Turnaround jumper. No good. Missed it off the mark, and they do get an offensive. Ooh. Yeah, they were going to get the offensive rebound right there, but the ball tapped out of the hands. Out of bounds of UNC there as it went out of bounds. The clock will start with 14:18 remaining. What's good, Steven? Welcome to the stream here. Appreciate the guys for dropping them by right now. As we go on the timeout here, North Carolina by 5. We take the first timeout of the game. Yeah, nice move to the bucket right there by DJ for Louisville there for David Johnson. Yeah, Behind the Arc fan puts out big key for UNC in this matchup. Going to have to crash the glass through the big men at the Cardinals in this matchup for today. North Carolina, their front court has been really solid here. They are stacked with their bigs on the team for UNC. Number 3 rebounding team in the nation when it comes to rebounds per game. But the struggles this year has been ball handlers in the backcourt for North Carolina for this season here. They came into this game last in defending the perimeter in all of the conference. What's good, Daniel? Welcome to the stream here, man. What year is Armando Bacot set to be drafted on? He'll probably enter the draft this year, if I had to predict. So he'll probably go this year, most likely, if I predict. I think this is his second season, so I believe he's a sophomore. So right now, just in the timeout, if you guys are new in the stream here, 60-plus people watching now. Spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games here on Behind the Arc Basketball. College basketball games, NBA games as well. I'll also be covering Lakers versus Heat later tonight, so feel free to stop on board for that game. Quick scoreboard update for college basketball. Florida State has won over Pittsburgh. 79-72 the final for the Seminoles. They get the victory. Stanford, Washington State tied up at right now in the second half with 1:53 left to go. 68-68. We'll keep you guys posted with Stanford versus Washington State. Other games currently going on. Right now, TCU only up by 1 against Kansas State, 35-34. Belmont crushing Tennessee Tech. They're going to be 24-1. Belmont winning by 23, 53-30. Purdue up against Nebraska, 34-25. And Georgetown leading Seton Hall, 35-27. Oh boy. Let's see what else we got today for scores. Illinois crushed Minnesota, 94-63. And then the game's currently going on right now. USC up against Arizona 6-2. Mississippi State leads Ole Miss 12-4. Oklahoma 6, Iowa State 2. UConn lost today, so UConn lost by 8 against Villanova. I think it was 68-60. UConn lost against Villanova by 8. I'm going to take North Carolina for this one today. I'm predicting UNC 74 and Louisville 67. So that's my prediction. UNC by 7. Steve, welcome to the stream here. He's going out for the Cards in this one. How good will Luka Garza be in the NBA? When do I think he'll be drafted? Probably second rounds. But so probably second round he'll get drafted for Luka Garza. Probably like a bench piece most likely because he's older. That's the thing. So even though he's going to be National Player of the Year, like most likely going to go that way. He's a senior, and he's basically reached like his potential here at college, which I think that he has done. So we're back to action. First free throw here at the line as UNC missed it. North Carolina, dreadful team this season when it comes to free throws. Second one, they missed it. They get the offensive rebound, and they put it up. No good. Second chance, and they get fouled again. So North Carolina going to go back to the charity stripe and shoot 2 with Day'Ron Sharpe. So 2 free throws here by Sharpe. First one, no good. Missed it off the back iron. Wow. Thanks so much for the update there, Behind Eric fan. Man, that is a massive loss for the Rockets there. Let's confirm that. Let's see. Yep. Shams Charania reports that from The Athletic 10 minutes ago. Houston Rockets and center DeMarcus Cousins planning to part ways in the coming days. It looks like Houston wants to go smaller and younger in the front court when Christian Wood is able to return back to the team after being healthy there. That's rough for Houston. So that is breaking news there. Thanks so much for the update there, Behind Eric fan. 14-10 left to go. North Carolina by 5 in this game. It's going to be Louisville basketball. They're going to take it past half court now for the Cards. Cards dribble at the left wing perimeter. It's Carly Jones. He dribbles now top of the key. Jones towards his right. Hands it off over to Johnson. Johnson, bounce pass off the cut to the bucket, and Louisville puts it up and in. That's good for 2 off the backboard, and that's the first 2 points right there for him for this season. So Malik Williams able to come into this game off the cut to the bucket, good for 2. UNC has it now. They will take a 3. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound by Sharpe. He keeps it alive. Sharpe, double teamed underneath, passes behind, and it gets stolen away by Louisville here. Cardinals going to take it a distance. Good. Up and in off the backboard for 2 more by Carly Jones. He's got 6 out of the 13 so far. 13-20 left to go. UNC has the basketball. They move it over to the right wing perimeter. Playtech passes now inside over to Brooks. Brooks going to get fouled. The clock will stop with 13-14 left to go. How long do I think Roy Williams going to coach? He's 70 right now. Probably like another 5 years or so if I had to predict. So 13-14 left to go here. First free throw, that one is good at the line for UNC. Cannot show the game due to copyright. It says up there at the red, no TV will be shown due to copyright, play-by-play only. This is a play-by-play channel here that I cover. I cover basketball games, college basketball, also NBA. Hit me up in the chat who you're rooting for, by the way. As they missed the second free throw. North Carolina has the basketball. They're stripped of it, but get it right back. UNC at the left wing perimeter. Bounce pass top of the key over to Day'Ron Sharpe. Hands it off to Playtech. Playtech bounce pass off the cut to the basket. Sharpe able to get some space right there off the cut. That's good for 2. 6 second chance points so far for UNC with 12:50 left to go. It's going to be Cardinals basketball. Louisville will dribble past half court. They move it over at the left elbow. Pass off the cut to the bucket here by Quinn Slazinski. He puts it up. It's good for 2, up and in. Raven, welcome back in here. Going for UNC for this one. 12.5 left to go before halftime. North Carolina basketball. They dribble top of the key with R.J. Davis. Moves it over, ball into the hands of Love. Swings it back outside to Playtech. The pick gets set by Sharpe. Opens up Playtech, but he moves it back outside to R.J. Davis. Davis here at the edge of the Tar Heels logo. 10 on the shot clock, 12-10 left to go remaining in the first half. Puts into the hands of Brooks. Brooks jumper off the mark, offensive rebound as Sharp keeps it alive. UNC shot fake double teamed. It's play tech. He moves it back out to Davis. Davis passes over to Caleb Love. Wide open three. He spots up and he misses it off the front rim. A rebound by the Cardinals now as they're being defended by 3 players and a big block underneath. Louisville gets it back though, and they try to take it back, but North Carolina comes out with an interception as UNC gets fouled as well, trying to take it past half court. So Louisville just picks up the personal foul. That's their 5th personal foul of the first half right now. UNC with 1 foul total as we're going to go on a timeout here. 11:46 left to go. First half. North Carolina 17 and Louisville 15. We already got Lakers Heat tonight. I'm going to take the Lakers for that one for tonight here. So right now we're just in the timeout here, everybody. Ant the Card Collector, welcome back in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel here, got 85 people watching now. Make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball. You guys are awesome, real MVPs out on the stream. Hit me up in the chat who you're rooting for in this game. Let me know. Type in Louisville in here. Type in cards. You can type in L1C4 if you're going out for Louisville in this one. If you're going in for UNC in this game, if you're taking North Carolina, you can type in UNC. You can type in North Carolina. You can type in Tar Heels here. Feel free to hit me up in the chat who you've got in this one, who you are going for. So right now we are on a timeout. Also, if you guys are new, check out the Behind the Arc Basketball Discord I got. Also, my Twitter and the merchandise link. All 3 of those links I posted down in the description below this video. Also, check out the Behind the Arc Basketball channel memberships, as it's as low as $1.99 per month for channel memberships out here on my channel for special shoutouts if you become a member at the end of my live streams. Luke is going for UNC here. Uncle Luke taking his UNC as well, right there. Definitely tell by the logo. Appreciate Raven like always. Ooh, good question here, Raptor. Most known mod in the channel. I got the question yesterday, who's been like the most in here as far as a mod? I'd probably go for Jason, most likely. So Jason, Vaughn, or Vegas there for most known. Because Vaughn and Vegas have both been with me since August of 2019. Jason's been with me since December 2019. Quick scoreboard update. Tie game. Stanford and Washington State, 68-68. The score between those two right now. We're going to flip the scoreboard to see updated games here. Georgetown leading Seton Hall 35-27. Purdue up against Nebraska 34-25. Belmont leading Tennessee Tech 53-30. And then TCU, last scoreboard update, they're up by 1 against Kansas State, 35-34. Yeah, Jason's the most known on the streams here, but the other 2, I'd say Vegas and Vaughn's been here, like, probably the most consecutive out of anybody, going back to, like over a year and a half now. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, let's see here. My score actually didn't update, so let's see. Okay, that game's actually in overtime, so double overtime. Yeah, double overtime, 71-71, so my score just updated. 71-71, Stanford over Washington State currently. So we get back into action here. 17-15 the score, 11.5 left to go as UNC floats it up inside, off the mark, no good, and Louisville going to get the rebound right back. Cards have it, takes it past half court with Carly Jones. Jones moves it back outside, bounce pass to the left elbow. Over to Malik Williams. He takes the jumper but misses though. UNC comes up with a board. North Carolina now with the basketball with 11-10 left to go. They start out 6 for 7 from the floor ever since they're 1 for 9. At the left wing, Leaky Black passes out to the top to Harris. Anthony Harris now has it for UNC back outside. Ball into the hands of R.J. Davis. It's Black who has it, moves it over to Harris. Harris at the left elbow, passes out to the right wing. A wide open 3, they're going to take one, and UNC misses one. Another offensive rebound. They pass inside, deflected. The Cardinals coming up with a steal. And the card collector taking UNC in this game with a ton of points. As that is a full court outlet pass ahead of the pack. Good for 2. Up and in off the backboard. JJ Traynor puts it up and through. 17 even right now. 10:31 left to go as UNC has it and they push off. Offensive foul by the Tar Heels. They've yet to hit their last 4 shots from the floor on a scoring drought of 2:40 remaining, and the Cards will have it back. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome to the stream here. $10:30 left to go. Yeah, crazy game. Washington State and Stanford over in double overtime right now. 10:20 left to go here in the first half. Cardinals will dribble the distance. Shot gets blocked, goes out of bounds. Blocked out of bounds by Walker Kessler for UNC, so the Cardinals will get it right back. Derby City, appreciate the man for dropping them by in the stream here. Louisville gets the inbound. They get a 3-on-1. They missed the shot on the layup as the ball got tipped to the backcourt, and they had numbers, and they missed the layup. North Carolina comes up with a defensive board. UNC has it top of the key. Leaky Black moves it over left corner. Back out to the right wing with Black once again. Pass over to Kessler. Walker Kessler hands it off now to Harris. Harris feeds it inside over to Kessler. Gets it back. Off the deflection. Missed what should have been an easy dunk, but he did get fouled from behind. So Louisville picks up the personal foul with Samuel Williamson, and Walker Kessler going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but the ice broke through at Lake Tahoe. So the outdoor game for the NHL has been postponed all the way to midnight tonight Eastern time due to the Lake Tahoe ice delay there between the Avalanche and the Golden Knights. So just to update you guys with a little bit of what's going on in hockey right there. That's crazy. Unbelievable. Free throw good for the second one at the line by Kessler. He missed the first one, and he checks out of the game as well. We got 9:50 left to go. UNC by 1. Let's meet Cardinals basketball. Lindsay, welcome back here on the stream. Top of the key. Cardinals have it. Moves it out to the left wing. Jones feeds it over to Williamson. Dumps it off inside. Big block underneath by the Tar Heels, but they're going to get called for the blocking foul. Yep, big oof right there for the ice melting for an outdoor game. You knew that the sun was out. It's not like you're playing inside. You're playing in an outdoor game. Yikes. Yeah, he did stream the game. So he actually streamed the game behind Eric Fan, and he signed off of the stream, and he did a rant video about that. So I went to check his rant video, man. Yeah, 9 o'clock Pacific time. That game doesn't start off until midnight Eastern time. Free throw at the line by Louisville. First one, no good. Second one is good. 18-18 right now. North Carolina with the basketball. Tie game. 9:30 left to go before halftime. Leaky Black passes out to Walton. Feeds it now inside. Back out to Black. It's going to be over to Davis. Davis moves it out to the right wing. Walton takes the 3. Splash, and he hits it right there at the right wing perimeter. This game's over on ESPN, by the way. Appreciate it here, MVPA, but I cannot show the actual game due to copyright. So this game is on ESPN if anybody was wondering. 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Cardinals with the basketball. Play-by-play only. No TV will be shown as the Cardinals going to get called for the offensive foul. Foul number 7 for Louisville, and that's going to go right back over to UNC. It's actually a bonus bottom. So just in the bonus currently for now. Oh, awesome there. Uncle Leak is fans right there with Carolina Hurricanes for his favorite team for the NHL. Inbound for North Carolina. Carly Jones picks up his second personal foul as well. UNC has it. Leaky Black out to Walton. Moves it over to the right wing. They'll take a 3. Davis. Missed it. Oh, a tip in there right behind the defense. Good for 2 by Dayron. Sharpie tips it up and in. UNC by 5. Pass ahead of the pack here. Louisville going to put it up, and that will be a personal foul. Garrison Brooks blocking foul. It's going to send the Cards here with JJ Traynor to the line shoot 2. Deanna, welcome to the stream here. Appreciate it for stopping them by. If you guys are new on my channel here, I cover play-by-play basketball games, college basketball games, NBA games. Make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you like to be notified here for future play-by-play live streams I cover. Later tonight's going to be Lakers against Heat I'll be covering. Louisville missed the first one, second one, as Trainer knocks that one down. It's a 4-point game. 8:25 left to go. UNC has the ball. They'll dribble past half court. North Carolina passes out top of the key over to Kerwin Walton. Walton feeds it now to the right baseline to Day'Ron Sharp. Sharp underneath, puts it up, it gets denied. Louisville with a block there by Samuel Williamson. Louisville takes this one as they will go coast to coast. Big block, swat that one right out of there by UNC with a major block by Day'Ron Sharp. And there's a scrum for the basketball. Piles of players trying to fall down in the ball. Refs are going to call whistle here. Possession arrow tie up. And it's going to come out to be North Carolina basketball with 7:54 left to go. I think if you check 123 TV, ESPN, MVP, you can probably get it over there if they have it on no lag. So I think you can get it over on Google 123 TV ESPN or 123 TV ESPN if you search that up. I believe they have it over there. All right, so right now we're just on the timeout here. 23-19 the score. Yeah, man. How in the world did they decide to do an ice hockey game outside with the sun? You knew that the sun was going to be out. It's outside, and the sun melted the ice. Like, you had all this time to prepare for the Lake Tahoe Classic, and they couldn't even get that correct. We go in the timeout currently right now. Georgetown leading Seton Hall at halftime, 38-35. Purdue up at halftime, only up by 3 against Nebraska, 40-37. Oklahoma blowing out Iowa State. It isn't even close. 28-9 Sooners in that one. We got 7:54 left to go here. Media timeout. So 7:54 left to go. UNC by 4, 23-19. Other games going on currently. Arizona up against USC, 27-21 the score. Mississippi State leading Ole Miss 24-12. Ole Miss trying to make a late run to be a part of the tournament, but they got to basically win out the remaining part of their schedule. Yeah, Bradley likes the way that the Cards are playing in this one. Just needs to get the rust off from a 19-day pause out here. See Stanford, Washington State. This game in double OT here. 21 seconds left to go. As, we'll get back to that. Sometimes these score updates here, Stanford and Washington State, that one just froze up on me. Oh, there we go. TCU up against Kansas State. So 42-40. Yeah, 42-40. TCU by 2. So TCU currently leading by 2. 9:40 left to go in the second. 42-40 over Kansas State. And then Stanford, yeah, it just ended double overtime. It's going into a 3 OT there. Triple overtime. Stanford and Washington State tied up at 76. So I'll keep you guys posted, especially on that game. Wow. Unbelievable. 76-76 going into a triple overtime. And there's a player for Washington State that has 38 points. So we're going to get back to action here. 23-19, under 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Hit me up in the chat who you're rooting for out in this one, if you're going out for Louisville or going for UNC. We got 100 people on the stream right now. If you guys are new on the channel, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams. It's going to be Tar Heels basketball off the inbound. UNC has it. Top of the key with Kerwin Walton. Walton now dribbles. Floats it up inside. Banks it. That's good for 2. Up and in off the backboard. Tar Heels by 6. Cardinals basketball. They'll take it past half court here. Louisville would at the top of the key. It's going to be a pass inside and nobody. Just airmails it out of bounds. They were looking for Malik Williams to the cut. Now pass by the Cards, just airmailed, goes out of bounds. Turnover by Louisville. And North Carolina will get it right back. Deanna taking the Cards out in this one. Welcome on the stream here. Appreciate it all for stopping by. 100 people out here right now. North Carolina has it, left corner perimeter. They move it over to Walton, passes back out to Leaky Black. Black feeds it inside, ball deflected. Cardinals come up with a steal by Williamson. Williamson gonna dribble here. He's got two players to be able to split the defenders right there in half, as that's good with a layup, goes coast to coast for two. It's been a good one so far, 25-21. North Carolina takes advantage of Louisville's defense not getting back to an easy layup, good for two. Dayron Sharp now, 6 points, 5 rebounds for the Tar Heels. Louisville passes out, and UNC gonna get called here for a reach and fall. They're gonna pick up their 4th personal. So inbound for the Cardinals right now as they have it top of the key. They dribble towards the right, hand it off. Slazinski around the perimeter as he is guarded by Brooks. Slazinski makes his way inside, floats it up, high arcing shot, got it. Good for two there with a layup. 6:20 left to go here before halftime. North Carolina basketball. They have it at the left wing. Leaky Black dribbles towards the top of the key here. Clock will stop with 6:19 left to go. Oh no, Raptor. A couple of those people been on my streams before, so I've seen a couple of them before, so we're pretty good with the people in the chat right now. Yeah, I asked them who they were rooting for, so that's why they put it in. So 6:20 left to go. It's going to be UNC here at the free throw line as they're in the bonus. They missed the 1-and-1. They do get the offensive rebound, though. North Carolina passes on top. Walton takes the 3, and he dials it up and drills it. Kerwin Walton, perfect 3 for 3 from 3. Top 3-point shooter on the team, 43% for the season. And with 6 minutes left to go, he leads the team in scoring with 11. He needs a bunch more minutes, in my opinion, here for Kerwin Walton. He definitely has earned it for this season. Louisville has it, as they will dribble now at the free throw circle. Passes back outside for the Cardinals. They will move it over to the right wing perimeter. Williamson, guarded by Walton. Williamson here at the right wing. Williamson dribbles pro hop strip to the basketball. Kerwin Walton comes up with a steal as Louisville commits their 8th personal foul as they reach in on Walton, who tried to complete the steal. Do I think that TCU can make the tournament, or can they? I'm going to say no right now. Because the Big 12 is stacked. They're number 8 out of 10 in the Big 12. I've got the top 7 teams making it in. So everybody all the way through Oklahoma State makes it in. And then left out of the tournament would be TCU and then Kansas State and Iowa State. There's a grouping of the 2 on the bottom, and then TCU is like, as that 3-point shot is good by UNC. Kerwin Walton hits another one. So 33-23. Yeah, TCU would be like a mid-pack team, like in another conference, whereas they're 7 out of 10 in the Big 12. Put them, but besides the Big 10, put them in like the SEC or the Big East. They'd be in the middle of the pack right there in those conferences. Louisville just turned it over. Bad pass around the perimeter. North Carolina going to have it back. Tom, welcome in here on the stream here. Appreciate the bud for stopping by. Indeed. Kerwin Walton, great this season. Tar Heels move it around the perimeter. Walton takes another 3. That time off the back iron. He missed it, though. Rebound by Louisville. 4:55 left to go right now. West Virginia. West Virginia beat Texas. They came back down by 19, and they won. Unbelievable stream we had earlier today. As North Carolina going to pick up a personal foul here. That's going to be their 5th. It's on Dayron Sharp, and that's going to send Quinn Slazinski to the line. He's going to shoot 2 for Louisville. So Slazinski here at the free throw line shooting 2. First one is good. Second free throw, got that one. 33-25. 4:50 left to go. Slazinski going to check out of the game right now after those 2 free throws for the Cards. So North Carolina going to have it back. UNC top of the key with Day'Ron Sharp. Moves it outside, and they put it back inside over to Kessler. Kessler deep 2, overshots the rim, no good. Rebound by the Cardinals. As Louisville will take it past half court. Dre Davis dribbles top of the key. Moves it over to Carly Jones. Jones now with the ball. Floats it up. Off the back iron, no good. And mistimes the jump by Dre Davis. That was embarrassing. As North Carolina going to come up with a rebound in transition. They are going to throw it down. Two-handed jam. Dre Davis had some space to get the rebound, just mistimed his jump there. North Carolina in transition makes the Cards pay as they lead it by 10. Hey, thanks so much, Raptor, for stopping on by, man. And yes, I'll see you back in here for the second half, brother. And any time after the rehab, man, feel free to stop on by. And let us know how your progress is doing. If you want to stop on by for like a couple minutes, like even when. Just for like a few minutes or so, like in the future, just to know how your progress is doing. Feel free to do so. We love to have you back like anytime here. But I got you, man. 35-25. We got 3:45 left to go. Yeah, we're on the road right now, guys, to 10K in the stream. As we're gonna go in a timeout. We got 80 more subs away from 2K. It's unbelievable. Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. Last year we had only 1,000 a year ago. Going into the tournament, I think we're like 1,300. And we have grown now to 99-20 at this point. Timeout here on the floor. Media timeout with 3:45 left to go. Hey, thanks so much, Tom. Really appreciate it, man, for dropping by. I cover play-by-play of college basketball games, also NBA games here as well. If you guys are enjoying the stream here, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams, later tonight I'll be covering Lakers against Heat. Tomorrow it's going to be 2 games I'll be covering. Michigan against Ohio State should be a great game. And then after that one, Celtics against Pelicans. Quick timeout as we are on it currently. On the court, we take a look at what has happened so far in this one. And Kerwin Walton, he is on a tear for the Tar Heels, leads the scoring 14 points. He is 4 for 5 from three-point range, 5 for 6 from the floor. He's the only player in double figures currently. North Carolina +6 on the boards. They are out rebounding the Cardinals 19-13 in favor of 11 offensive rebounds by UNC. They're out rebounding Louisville on the offensive boards 11-6. So far. The leading scorer for the Cardinals in this game, 6 points by Carly Jones. He does have 2 personal fouls, though. And then 6 points off the bench by Quinn Slazinski, 5 by Samuel Williamson, along with 5 rebounds. David Johnson struggling from the floor in this one, 2 points. He's missed 4 shots. He is 1 for 5 from the floor, currently out in this game. Quick scoreboard update. Let's see what we got going on here for college hoops. Oklahoma all over Iowa State, and it isn't even close. 35-16 is the score there. It's going to get up another scoreboard here. For sometimes, it's been odd lately. Some of the times I have to like refresh it or so. It's probably because there's too many games going on. That's why. Especially on like mid-pack Saturday. Okay, this is what we got. Arizona leading USC. 33-29. I just chose Division 1 here. There we go. Stanford, Washington State. This game is in triple overtime. Unbelievable. Washington State leading Stanford now. Pulling away in the triple overtime session. 83-76. Cougars up with 2 minutes left to go in 3 overtimes. Belmont, looking like they're going to be 24-1. They are 3 minutes away from doing so. They lead Tennessee Tech 86-63. As we are back into this one, once again, 3.5 left to go before halftime. North Carolina has the basketball. They go inside, and they lead it now by 12, as that is good inside the key for 2. Louisville has it here at the right wing perimeter. Cardinals bounce past top of the key. And they're going to turn it over. Bad pass around the perimeter. Ball gets stolen here by Caleb Love. Takes it a distance. Lays it up and in. Good for 2 by the Tar Heels. They extend it largest lead by 14. 3 minutes left to go before halftime right now. Louisville there with their 8th turnover of the game. Cardinals will slow it down past half court. And this is not a good sign right now for Louisville. As this team is just not explosive offensively this season. They rely upon their defense, and UNC has put 39 on the board here in the first half. Jumper, good for 2 by the Cards as they hit it. And Jalen Withers knocks it down. It's going to go right back in for North Carolina here. Moves it outside to the left wing. Day'Ron Sharp passes it. He passes it over to the right wing over to Caleb Love. Love passes it off the screen over to Davis. Davis dribbles towards his left, hands it off to Playtech. Back outside, top of the key, Kessler. Moves it off the screen here. 3 in the air. Got it. Big triple by UNC. It is good. RJ Davis knocks it down, and they are extending largest lead of the game so far by 15 here for the Tar Heels. They are up 42-27. Cardinals basketball. 2:10 left to go before halftime. Louisville will dribble left baseline. Carly Jones back to the outside as they will take a 3-point shot. And Malik Williams' 3, no good. Wasn't close there. Rebound by the Tar Heels. They get it back. UNC left corner. Bounce pass inside here. Kessler. Kessler feeds it off the cut underneath. Up and under move. Good for 2. Count the bucket and the foul. The Bigs just too strong to handle in this game right now. 44-27. And shooting 1 coming up to the line to see if he can complete the 3-point play. This is going to be Day'Ron Sharp for UNC. Yikes. Louisville's got a huge game coming up next week against Notre Dame, who has been able to win games lately. That game is huge here. The remaining of the schedule is huge. This schedule is tough. Free throw. Missed it off the mark. UNC not known for their free throws. Up by 17. Cardinals get the basketball. Cardinals will take a pass half court. Minute 40 left to go before halftime here. Bounce pass. Free throw circle. Spin move inside. Dre Davis puts it up. Get that out of there. North Carolina going to get called, though. That's going to be a goaltend. So nice try. Day'Ron Sharp, though. Swatted out with out, but it was over the cylinder, so they're going to count it for 2 for Louisville. 44-29. 1:30 left to go. Yeah, I totally agree there, Uncle Luke. Rough going on for another game by UNC at the line. They're 2 for 10 at their free throws right now. North Carolina has it. Sharp passes back out. Left baseline dribble. Bounce pass off the cut. Sharp once again up and under. Good for 2. Oh, man, the Cardinals have no answer right now to the big men of UNC. They are just torching them in this game in the interior. 1 minute left to go before halftime. Louisville with the basketball. Cardinals move it over to the right wing. Ball deflected out of bounds by UNC, so the Cards will have it back with 57 seconds left to go. Front court looks like this for UNC. They are combining for a total of 23 total points here in the starters. And the total front court combined between starters and bench right now is 38 total points in the front court out of the 46 for oh wait, no, 1 second here. So they got 12-5-4. So they got 17-21 and then 24. So yeah, 24 to get. There's Walton backcourt option. He's got 14. So Walton leads the way with 14. And then after that, Brooks with 5, Baycott with 4, Sharp off the bench has got 12. As Louisville has the basketball, tip deflected, goes out of bounds. Clock will start with 21 seconds. Wow, thanks so much for the update right there, Goody. Washington State beating Stanford in triple overtime. Wow. 20 seconds left to go before half. Louisville going to take a pass half court. Cardinals have it top of the key. They will dribble now at the left elbow. They put it up, and that's going to be a foul before the bucket counted, so the clock will stop. So clock will stop with 5.2 seconds left to go. Wizards or Blazers? I'll pick the Blazers in that one, Brian. Louisville going to get the inbound. It gets taken away here. North Carolina with a steal. Looking to add more. Oh, big jam before halftime right there. Got it right before the buzzer. Caleb Love goes the distance. Gets the steal off the inbounds. Turnovers. Crushing the Cards here. 9 of those in the first half. And 48-29 is how we end it here as we go into halftime. North Carolina came to play today. Kerwin Walton with 14 points. In the front court, just for UNC, they are torching Louisville right now in this one as we go into half. Oh my goodness. It is a beatdown. Caleb Love steals the inbound and takes it coast to coast right there. Yep, I'm picking against Brian's teams right there for him being a Wizards fan. Kerwin Walton with 14 for UNC, 12 by Day'Ron Sharpe, 6 for 8 from the floor. 7 by Caleb Love. Garrison Brooks with 5. Baycott with 4 for UNC here. North Carolina out-rebounding Louisville on the glass. Plus 4, 21-17. And the Cardinals leading score right now. Nobody has got double digits. Nobody does. Leading scorers only got 6 points. They got to get more players out here hitting down shots. And this is going to be way too tough to come from behind for a non-explosive type of offense this season like the Cardinals have been. This team relies primarily on their defense here. And right now they find themselves down from behind by a bunch with a non-explosive type of offense throughout this season here. This is going to be really, really tough for the Cards to come back here. If it was another type of team like West Virginia that found themselves down by a bunch of points here like this one, they've been able to come from behind this deficit, but this is tough for the Cardinals in this game. So we go into half here. Heat or Lakers? I'm going to take the Lakers in that one tonight. So if you guys are new to the channel here, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams that I cover college basketball games, also NBA games as well here on Behind the Arc Basketball. We'll be covering later tonight Heat versus Lakers as well as part of the NBA game. Tomorrow, 2 streams, Michigan versus Ohio State should be a good one. And then Celtics versus Pelicans tomorrow. Make sure to drop on by for those streams. Hit me up in the chat who you're a fan of out here. If you're going out for UNC, type in North Carolina. You can type in UNC, go Tar Heels here. If you're going out for Louisville, you can type in Louisville here. Cards or L1C4. Hit me up in the chat here who you're a fan of. Should DeMarcus Cousins go back to the Warriors? Diego puts out. I think I think they should go out for him. So I'll say yes right there because I don't know when James Wiseman's going to be back. So they definitely need more depth options on the team though. So I would say yes. Welcome in, Jose, once again here. Goody puts out here. See, I always put picks Goody's teams here. I predicted UNC by 7. So I had UNC in this game 74-67 for my prediction. I wanted a good game, but North Carolina is rolling here in this first half. Quick scoreboard update. Belmont 24-1. Rank 'em. They won against Tennessee Tech 90-66. Triple overtime. Washington State does it. 85-76 in triple OT over Stanford. That is a crusher for Stanford's NCAA tournament chances. They are 14-9 this season for Stanford. Other scores going on. Kansas State, wow. Leading TCU. 4 minutes left to go. Kansas State up by 2. 53-51. We'll keep you guys posted. Seton Hall leading Georgetown by 3. 51-48. Nebraska beating Purdue 49-46. That is a crusher for Purdue if they do drop that game today. It is at Nebraska. Nebraska's been playing better lately. They hung in against Illinois. They lost barely against Illinois last week. Oklahoma crushing Iowa State. Scored there at halftime. 41 Sooners, 25 Cyclones. Arizona trying to play spoiler into the top 25 ranking of USC. Arizona leads at halftime right now against Southern Cal, 37-31. Deanna going out for the Cardinals in this one. Same as my man Bradley out here as well. Yeah, K-State. K-State actually has a conference win, unlike Iowa State this season. Mississippi State leading Ole Miss, 31-25. Ole Miss got to win out if they want to be a surprise here and make it for a late run into the NCAA tournament. Right now, 12-8 for Ole Miss currently. I think that's basically it for the scores going on with games currently here. Illinois crushed Minnesota. Wow, 94-63. Minnesota. Jeez. Minnesota, this is tough. I'm gonna get the upcoming schedule here for Minnesota because this is tough for the Golden Gophers right now. They are in danger of making. They're in danger of making the tournament. They're 13-10 for Minnesota. Got destroyed against Illinois today. Coming up, they got a home game against Northwestern on Thursday next week, so that's the next game. Cannot afford to lose that one. And then they're at Nebraska. Minnesota so far is winless on the road. They've yet to win a road game so far this season, and they lost for the second time this season at home against Illinois by 31. And then, so this is what they got. These games are all winnable for Minnesota. They got 4 games left. If they go 1-3, they're not going to make it to the tournament. You gotta win. You gotta go 3-1 in the stretch and not 1-3 or 0-4. Because if you go 1-3 or 0-4, you're not going to make it to the tournament. They're hosting Northwestern. That should be a W. That should be a W on paper right there. After that, for Minnesota, they're at Nebraska. They've never won an away game this season. A week from now, they'll be at Nebraska, who is actually leading by 3 against Purdue at the moment. And then they're at Penn State. That's a team that's back and forth right now in the bubble, but with a losing record. And then they close it out at home against Rutgers. Huge game there. That game is massive, with Rutgers just outside the top 25. How many Tar Heels underclassmen here declare for the draft after this season? Tom would say he would love to see 0. Yeah, good question there. I'd probably go possibly Caleb Love. So I'd probably say, potentially 1 I would go for. Maybe 2 with Day'Ron Sharp. So 1, maybe 2 if I had to predict. Brian puts out he respects the drip out here. Yep, I guess so, man. Big keys in that first half. North Carolina 6 for 13 from the perimeter. UNC struggled to make threes this season. They entered this matchup in the conference for North Carolina. They entered this matchup here at the I think 10th place in the ACC in three-point shooting percentage. Their major problem this season for North Carolina, there's 2 of them. Number 1's the free throws, at the very bottom of the nation in free throws, which they're struggling again. 2 for 10 at the free throw line. The other problem's been guarding the perimeter. North Carolina dead last in three-point shooting percentage allowed to opponents this season. Opponents came into this game shooting the ball 39% from the outside, where Louisville, their really big Achilles heel this season for them. Their weakness here is just their offense. For Louisville this season, non-explosive type of offense, struggle from 3, and they're also 14th in the conference in three-point shooting percentage at 31% from the perimeter. And once again, it is shown in this game, they're 1 for 5 from the outside. UNC's strength coming to their advantage, +4 in the glass, 21-17. It was more like, I think, +6 or +7 early on. They were torching them on the boards early on. The front court looking good for UNC, 57% from the floor. And Louisville's defense hasn't been able to hold up here, and their offense hasn't been able to get enough. And that's why the Tar Heels up by a bunch at halftime. Also the turnovers. 9 turnovers first half for Louisville, which has cost them a lot. And the worst one happened on the final possession there. Caleb Love stole the inbound and took it a distance. Celeste, welcome to the stream here. Going out for UNC. Appreciate it for dropping them by. Vaughn just played golf. Shot 2 under par today, looks like, for him. There you go, bud. Keep up the good work. Yep, Bradley puts out here, in order to win this game, Louisville definitely needs to get some stops on defense. Need a ton of stops at this point for the offense to heat up. Anything is possible here. I think it's going to be tough, in my opinion, though, to come back. But they can cut it. They can cut it, though. So they'll be able to cut into this lead, though. Maybe they'll be able to bring it down to less than 10 points. So yeah, right now we're just at halftime currently. A lot of good content today. I already covered the the first game earlier today. West Virginia came from 19 down to beat Texas by 2, 84-82. The final there. Just an incredible day of college basketball hoops going down. Kansas State still up by 3 against TCU, 56-53. And Georgetown coming from behind. They're leading Seton Hall, 57-53. There's still a lot of time left to go in that game with over 11 minutes left to go. Alejandro, welcome to the stream here. He's liking DeMarcus Cousins to come back to the Lakers for his prediction. Yeah, Derby City puts out. We got a rim rust in this one for Louisville. Purdue now leading by 3 over Nebraska, 52-49. Oklahoma State up at halftime still against Iowa State. That game's at the half, 41-25 for OU. Arizona leading USC at halftime. Yeah, so later tonight I'll be covering one game, Lakers against Heat, later tonight. Tomorrow is going to be 2 games, Michigan against Ohio State for college basketball, and then Celtics against Pelicans for tomorrow. So if you guys enjoy basketball action here, college games, NBA games, I cover a mix of both here on the channel. Hey, thanks so much, Tom. Really appreciate it, my man, for dropping them by here. He'll check in on some of the Tar Heels games for UNC in the future here, as well as Bulls games. Appreciate it, Tom, for dropping them by, being a part here in these streams. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Yeah, Louisville hasn't played in 19 days. So their last game was on the 1st of February. They played their last game. They beat Georgia Tech. Malik Williams first half as he checked in. He's only got 1 bucket. It was off a cut to the basket with a layup good for 2 by Malik Williams. He is 1 for 3 from the floor so far as he played off the bench to start off this one. Steven, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you on board, brother. Appreciate it here for dropping them by. Oh, man, I see that Gonzaga is hosting San Diego. Oh, man, that's going to be a beatdown. The Virginia Duke game, though, that should be good later tonight. That should be a good game. Yeah, it's been a while. Same thing with St. Louis. St. Louis went on like a full month pause, and then they came back really rusty. They lost against Dayton the first time, and then they lost against LaSalle after that. And then they started winning their games, and then they lost yesterday against Dayton by a bunch. So St. Louis not looking like they're going to be in the tournament. They're going to have to win the A-10 if they do make it to the tournament now. Steven here just made the Super Bowl. Congrats, man. And Madden 19 with the Saints there. That's awesome, man. So still yet to return for the second half. We will do so in a couple minutes from now. Hopefully a much better second half here. I love calling close games. This one just in the first half has been a beatdown. North Carolina finished with a huge run. Yep, not looking so well. They're looking like Conor McGregor. Yep. Yeah, this game went all the way from Louisville made it to a 13-4 run to close it out for halftime. Or North Carolina went on a 13-4 run to close it out for UNC at halftime. So yeah, we got over 90 people watching the stream now. Really appreciate you guys for being a part here, stopping them by. If you guys are new on my channel, I cover play-by-play basketball games here college basketball games, NBA games as well, and Behind Your Basketball. Make sure to spike the thumbs up if you're digging the content here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell. If you like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams I cover college basketball games, also NBA games here as well. Cannot wait to cover some tournament games. It is going to be an awesome time, one thing for sure. When am I going to cover a BYU game? Not sure right there. Maybe if they do go to the WCC final against Gonzaga, if there's no other game competing with that during that night, maybe I'll cover that if BYU goes to the WCC final. And if they do put it like where it's not at like 11 o'clock at night for me, because I'm out on the East Coast, where they usually put those BYU games like really late. Saints facing Jacksonville Jaguars at the Super Bowl. Steven puts out for his Madden 19 Dynasty mode. Oh man. Interesting question there, Brian. I don't know exactly myself. Kerwin Walton looking good for the Tar Heels. 14 points in the first half. He has made 4 3-point shots from the floor. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, Derby City. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, my favorite college basketball team is Providence. I'm a Celtics fan for the NBA. I'm a huge New England sports fan, so big Boston sports fan. Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins are my team. Alright, so we're going to get back here second half. 48-29. The score in this one. Hopefully a better second half than we had for the first one. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit me up with who you're a fan of out in the chat here. If you're going out for UNC, type in UNC. If you're going out for Louisville, type in Cards or type in L1C4 as we get back into action. Louisville going to have the basketball. They go left to right on the floor. Yep, Cardinals used to be back in the Big East. They used to play in. Louisville has it first at the left wing perimeter. Johnson. Bounce pass top of the key as Withers has it. He moves it over to the right wing. Ball's going to get almost stolen, but Louisville lucky they get it back in the backcourt to them. North Carolina was almost able to steal that one. Louisville bounce pass off the cut. Sloppy pass. Floats it up. No good. Tipped up in the air and defensive rebounds. Picked up by North Carolina. They had a good look right there off the cut, but just could not handle it properly. The pass was a little bit to the side, too. UNC has it. North Carolina at the right wing perimeter. UNC dribbles top of the key. Caleb Love moves it back to the outside. Left corner with Leaky Black. Pass over to the top. They will hand it off now. Love dribbles. Pro hop. Floats it up. He gets contacted and he travels with it. After the pro hop, the refs will say so. Turnover by UNC. And the Cardinals will get it right back. Nikolai, welcome to the stream here. Going for UNC today. 19 minutes left to go. It's Louisville basketball. Cardinals here, second possession of the second half. Top of the free throw circle, Withers. Withers looks to pass it as he will dribble now at the left elbow. Withers on a one-on-one as he is guarded by Baycott. Withers goes inside, puts it up, and he gets fouled. Personal foul assessed to Armando Baycott here for UNC as the clock will stop with 18:48. Non-shooting foul, so Baycott picks up his third personal in 10 minutes. Inbound here for the Cardinals. They lob it over left wing perimeter. Dre Davis bounce pass over to Withers. Back outside to Williamson. Williamson bounce passes over to Jones. Jones outside to Williamson. Williamson takes the three. Way off the mark. Not even close at the bottom right part of the backboard. Offensive rebound keeps it alive. Johnson puts it up. No good. High off the glass, but cleans it up. Good for two with a putback. It gets thrown down there by Jalen Withers. This offense for the Cards is all out of sync right now in this game. That was a tough bucket right there. It was like their fourth shot that they were able to clean it up. They do get the steal, though. That is huge. Pickpocket right there for Louisville with a 2-on-1 fast break, and they throw it down. That is the steal by David Johnson as it got to the bucket for the cut by Williamson with a slam. Now it's a 15-point game. UNC ball. Free throw circle. Bounce pass now to the right elbow. As they are double team. Feeds it off the cut. Nobody to defend him. Two-handed slam goes down by Baycott. Just left wide open in the clear behind the defense. Tar Heels by 17. 17:40 left to go. Carly Jones sneaks his way inside. Missed it. Hit the bottom right part of the backboard and might have got blocked right there by the Tar Heels. UNC has it now right corner. North Carolina passes to the top of the free throw circle. They will move it back outside. Walton shot fake. Dribbles towards the right baseline. Too easy. Kerwin Walton good for two. Puts it up and in with a layup. 17:20 left to go. Cardinals will have it once again. UNC looking good right now. Louisville floats it out right corner to the right wing. Jones takes the three, missed it, tipped up, offensive rebound, keeps it alive. It's Withers. Withers missed it, off the mark, no good inside. Rebound Tar Heels. Tar Heels passes over top of the key. Baycott gonna hand it off the screen. Lost control, but pickpocketed again. Louisville comes up with a steal. Easy layup behind the defense. Carly Jones for two. They've got two steals, leading to two layups here. Still down by a bunch, though. 17-point game. 16:40 left to go. Carly Jones with 8. Gonna get another steal by Jones. Jones goes inside. Oh, with a block right there by UNC. Holy smokes. Baycott with a denial on Jones. As North Carolina gets the basketball back and the clock will stop with 16:33 left to go. Holy smokes. It's Caleb Love. Love 2. It was Love number 2 who came in. Love number 2 who came in, got the block, and it was Baycott who scooped up the ball. Holy smokes. What a block by Caleb Love. 16:33 left to go. It looked like Carly Jones had an easy path to the layup there. Love just came in last moment with a massive swat from behind. We got some plays in this game, though. So even though it's a 17-point game, we have got good plays in this game here for me to go bonkers on. It's quite interesting right now. Cardinals going to get the basketball back. Louisville has it as Carly Jones dribbles towards the right wing. Hands it off now to Johnson. Johnson back outside to Jones. Jones right baseline dribble. Jones feeds it back out around the perimeter. They will take a three-point shot. They missed it, no good. Offensive rebound, though, as Williamson keeps it alive. Williamson back out left corner. They will take a three, and they miss another one. They are just stone cold this season from three. North Carolina has it. They push it. Up the court, Walton missed the three. Rebound by Louisville. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that was a big O that I did just a couple moments ago. 15:50 left to go. Cards going inside to the paint here, and that's going to be a North Carolina foul picked up by Leaky Black. Clock will stop with 15:50 left to go. All right, we go into timeout here. Got 100 people watching now. You guys are awesome. The GOATs, the real MVPs in the stream. So into the second half now. We're going to go right back after the timeout. Mr. Doman, welcome to the stream here. Could Louisville do a West Virginia? But probably not. I'm going to say no for that as well, in my opinion here for Louisville. Big reason why is because they're not known for their offense this year. This team is their defense. They're going to have to get a ton of stops to get them back right into this game. Jose, welcome back here. Bradley liking the energy coming out for the Cards here. Yeah, a couple steals here to start off the second half. It's a 17-point game, but man, it's just the turnovers for Louisville, and also missed three is really struggling. They are 1 for 9 from the perimeter. Georgetown up against Seton Hall there, 65-58. Thanks so much for the update there, Diamond McCrab. Yeah, we'll see if we can update you guys with scores in just a moment. Before we do so, if you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe if you guys are new, first-timers on my channel. I cover basketball action, play-by-play. We got college basketball games I cover, also NBA games here on Behind Your Basketball. Hit me up in the chat who you're rooting for, by the way. If you're a North Carolina fan or if you're a Louisville fan, type in the chat who you got in this one, UNC or Louisville. Quick scoreboard update for college hoops. We'll get to that right now. Purdue pulling away against Nebraska. 67-53, 6 minutes left to go as the Boilermakers up by 14. Georgetown leading Seton Hall 65-58 with 6.5 minutes left to go there. TCU has lost. Kansas State pulls out the victory over TCU, gets their second conference victory of the season. 62-54, K-State over TCU. Wow, that is a shocker. K-State, of course, they got two victories, but all the way back in December, they lost to a non-Division I school in Fort Hays State. Oklahoma beating Iowa State by 12, 43-31, and Arizona leading USC now 39-38. The score now one. Mississippi State leading Ole Miss 37-29. Ole Miss basically has to win out to make it to the NCAA tournament. They're right now at the back half of the bubble. As those are the games currently going on right now for college hoops. Basically the ones to pay attention to. Yeah, tough game right there for TCU. That's too bad. I would love to see another TCU-Providence game in the NIT, if that happens. Because Providence played TCU back in the Big East, Big 12 Challenge. That was a really good game. I'm doing pretty well, Deanna. Appreciate it here for dropping them by, finding my channel. You guys are awesome here for stopping on board, being a part of these streams. We're back to action. Louisville has an inside shot fake. Able to get up and under. That is good for two. Nice look by the Cards there as it goes down by David Johnson. 15-20 left to go. Tar Heels ball. North Carolina moves it over top of the free throw circle. Jumper. Got it. Good for two. They hit it down. Big jumper by Baycott. 15-10 left to go. Cardinals basketball right now. They will take it past half court. They will drive coast to coast. Lost control, but that should have been a layup. They pass it inside over to Williams. Williams lost control of the ball and it goes out of bounds. Turnover. That should have been a drive to the bucket right there. As Johnson had it and he lost control of it. As he was about to give it to Williams. He had a clear path for the layup too. So Tar Heels have it. Under 15 minutes left to go. UNC basketball. Leaky Black dribbles top of the key. Moves it over. Bounce pass from Baycott over to Brooks. Turnaround jumper mid-range. Garrison Brooks hits it. Good for two. Cardinals will dribble past half court. Carly Jones. This team's offense is slow tempo too, so it is tough. In this type of game here, down by 19. As they will pass it at the left elbow to feed inside. Good look. Good for two. Up and in. Off the backboard, Malik Williams. As he has got his second bucket of the game. He's got 4 points now for Williams in his return game. North Carolina, though, they will take a jumper there. That's a deep two, and they knock it down for Caleb Love. Duke of Virginia for that one today. I'm going to go Duke for that one. So, interesting here. I'll take Duke in that game. Louisville floats it up. They got it, but it's going to be a foul before. Clock will stop with 14 minutes. Yeah, this has been all North Carolina in this one. It's tough when they come back after a pause. 19 days off, and it's really tough in this type of game today. It's just the two different teams just didn't really match up well in this matchup here. But the jumper sticks. Good for two for Louisville as they knock it down right there. Carly Jones hits it. Tar Heels basketball. They're up by 17. They move it back outside. Playtech passes over to the left wing perimeter. They're going to float it up over the top. Brooks gets position, and he goes inside behind the defense. And that's good for another shot in the interior. Louisville basketball now. 13-20 left to go. They pass it over to the left corner. Three in the air. Overshot the rim. No good. Welcome back, Warren, back on the stream. It's going to be North Carolina basketball. UNC having a great game here. Perfect 5 for 5 from the floor. Last 5 shot attempts here. Underneath, UNC will go to the bucket. They put it up and in. That's good for 2 more. Day'Ron Sharp. He gets it, and he also got fouled as well by David Johnson. So Sharp will go to the free throw line, and he'll shoot 1. UNC is only 2 for 10 at the free throw line. Yeah, this is not good for the Cardinals. If they lose against Notre Dame their next game, they are on the bubble. They're in jeopardy of making the tournament if they lose the next one. So this is what they got for the upcoming schedule, is that free throw no good by Sharp. Louisville gets the rebound, 13 minutes left to go. So the Cardinals, they get coming up here for Louisville. Notre Dame, that's going to be a must-win game for them against Notre Dame as Louisville's shot gets blocked and North Carolina has it back. After that, the schedule gets tough. At Duke, at Virginia Tech, and then hosting Virginia to close it out on March 6th. There are no easy games. There are no walkthroughs left to go in that schedule as UNC gets another shot good for 2 in the key. 64-41. 12.5 left to go. What's good? Welcome back here once again, Raptor. Joey's prediction here. He came back to see his prediction has become reality right now. Cardinals struggling after a 19-day pause. 12:36 left to go in this one. And this is just rough here. When you match up a non-explosive type of offense with Louisville this season, with a defense that has been basically, they've been relying upon their defense all this season long, and their offense is grinded out to try to get victories here. This is tough. This is very, very tough. If they lose against Notre Dame coming up, as that game will take place on Tuesday, if they lose against Notre Dame, then there's questions about this Cardinals team right here. So we're going to go into a timeout. So we will go into a timeout, 12:36 left to go. Then there's questions on if this team's going to make it to the bracket or miss it. They're going to be in the same boat as Minnesota. As I went over Minnesota's schedule at halftime, they're going to be in the same boat as them if they drop that game against Notre Dame. Because that's a loss that they cannot afford. Like none of these games are easy coming up. It's going to be tight down the stretch. Very tight. Yeah, because that loss against Miami, that is what's crushing them right now, is the loss at Miami. And they got coming up in their schedule, they got 2 more games on the road, at Duke and at Virginia Tech. Yeah, Notre Dame's really improved. That's gonna be a tough matchup right there. Like, tougher than people think. Like, if you just look at Notre Dame's record, you're probably just like, oh, this team's not that great or so for Notre Dame. They're at the bottom of the ACC. But look what they're doing lately here for Notre Dame, cranking out games as of late for them. They put up a ton of points against Duke. Was able to beat them. Like, no game is easy. That's one thing for sure. They were in a fight today against Syracuse. They should have beat Syracuse. Syracuse just saved their lives in that matchup there. Syracuse still has the chance to be a part of the tournament. They're on the bubble, and they saved it today. Yes, same with me. I predicted UNC by 7. Quick scoreboard update, Oklahoma. Their lead is just blown apart right now. They're only up by 4 against Iowa State. They were leading by like 15 plus at one point. They got out to a 29-8 start, and now the score is 45-41. Oklahoma with 12.5 minutes left to go. Purdue leading Nebraska 73-57. Tight game. Georgetown leading Seton Hall by 2, 71-69. And by the way, if you guys are just joining us, Kansas State has defeated TCU 62-54. USC trailing at home against Arizona 53-47. And then Mississippi State leading Ole Miss 43-36. Ole Miss would have to win this game today and win the remaining part of the season to make it into the tournament. And this one going to be a crusher for Ole Miss. We're back into action now. 12:30 left to go. North Carolina by a ton. Louisville will take it inside. Goes and gets it for 2 in the foul. After the timeout right there, it's going to be the free throw as they're going to go to the free throw line here with Carly Jones and shoot the and one as he made the bucket off the layup. Tomorrow, I think Missouri should be out of the top 25. They've lost 3 straight games. Odd enough, I'm going to go Tennessee. I'm going to go Tennessee out of the top 25 and Wisconsin, if I had to predict there. I'm going to keep Missouri at 25. Let's see Wisconsin here. Wisconsin's got Northwestern. Oh, it all depends on that Wisconsin-Northwestern game, though, because they did lose against Iowa, even though Wisconsin's further back down. So Wisconsin's further back in the top 25 because they're 21. And then 20 is Tennessee, or 20 is Missouri, and then 19 Tennessee. I would take Tennessee out, though. Free throw is good at the line by Louisville, 64-44. Cards have it once again as they are going to drive inside, and that is going to be an offensive foul picked up by Louisville. Hey, no problem, Raptor. Best of luck out you, man. So if everything goes as planned, you should be back by the NBA Finals. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks so much for being a part here on the community, brother. Like always. You've been awesome, man. And best of luck out to you in your rehab and getting better here. And hopefully you'll have an awesome recovery there, bud. And really sending my best wishes out to you, man. 11:45 left to go. UNC has it up by 20. North Carolina basketball. They move it back over to the left wing. Shot fake play tech as he dribbles left baseline, and Louisville going to get called for the personal foul. Clock will stop at 11:40. Brian, welcome to the stream here. Glad to have you in the channel here, man. Appreciate it for dropping them by. So we get a first timer. Let's give Brian a big warm welcome out on the stream right now. Dex, welcome to the stream. He's 70 years old for Roy Williams. I'm going to give him probably 5 if I had to predict. As we got Vaughn back in the chat right now. We're going to go to a timeout. 11:40 left to go. Media timeout. North Carolina by 20. What's good, Ben? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, indeed, man. The road to 10K. We're almost there, guys. If you guys are new, first timer, 115 people on the stream. Make sure to spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play games I cover. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games as well, and Behind the Arc basketball. Later tonight, I'll be back Lakers against Heat for that game, for the NBA primetime game. Tomorrow, 2 streams I plan on covering. Michigan versus Ohio State, and then Celtics versus Pelicans tomorrow. Let's see here. So, Connor puts out Kansas to 15. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at those rankings right now and let you guys know. Let's see. So Kansas currently is at 23. All depends on USC as well. I'll probably say no to that. So I'm going to say no to Kansas to 15. Probably to 17, around that mark for Kansas. So they'll jump up around 6, I feel like. The teams in front of them are dropping, but the teams in the top 16, majority of those teams won games this week, so they're not going to drop. That's the thing. USC is 17 on the rankings board. I'm going to update you guys with a USC game. Yeah, Oklahoma choking big time. They were up like 28-9 against Iowa State. That score right now, if we're going to get it up here, Oklahoma only up by 2, 45-43 against Iowa State, winless in the Big 12 this season for Iowa State. They are 0-12 in the conference, 2-15 overall. USC trailing at home against Arizona, 59-51 the score. Welcome back, Deanna. So those are a couple of updates for you guys right now. Mississippi State leading Ole Miss 46-38. And then Purdue, they broken out here in the second half, outscoring Nebraska 35-21. Purdue leading Nebraska 75-58 to score there. Georgetown looking for the upset over Seton Hall, 75-69. Georgetown with 1:45 left to go. If you guys didn't know already, Kansas State has won against TCU, 62-54. And Washington State won in triple overtime over Stanford earlier today. So those are a couple of scores going down with games finishing up winning like the last half an hour to an hour. Vaughn's trying to talk to his friend, won't answer his message. Maybe try back at a future time there, man. So we are going to get right back into action here right after the timeout. 20-point lead. It's going to be North Carolina basketball as they have it here at the top of the key. Pass over to Garrison Brooks. Brooks moves it over right wing to Harris. Harris dribbles, takes the deep jumper. It's up. No good off the back iron. Offensive rebound keeps it alive. Dayron Sharp floats it up. No good, though. Hit the front rim, and the Cardinals grab the rebound. 11:15 left to go. Louisville basketball. Carly Jones, the point guard for this team. 0 assists today for the Cardinals. They only got 7 total assists in this game right now. They've got 11 turnovers. 7 assists to 11 turnovers in this game. 11 minutes left to go, and Louisville's pass gets deflected, and North Carolina going to come up with it. UNC pass inside, sets position, spin move, puts it up, no good, crashes the glass. Slazinski comes up with a board air for the Cards. Louisville has it back with under 11 minutes left to go. Carly Jones, dribble drive inside, puts it up, shot gets blocked. Here they go with numbers for UNC. Behind the defense, bounce pass. They go one man a beat, good for 2 in transition. Leads to the easy layup by Anthony Harris. It's been a block fest indeed in this game. North Carolina, 8 blocks today, 2 each by Kessler and Sharp. 20 assists by UNC, only 7 by Louisville. They got 11 total turnovers. They bobble the pass around the perimeter. Cardinals dribble free throw circle. Looking to pass it, they move it back outside to the right wing. Ball now into the hands of Slazinski. Slazinski's pass deflected out of bounds. Cardinals going to get it back with 5 in the shot clock. Yes, there's a March Madness this year. So there wouldn't be college basketball playing right now if there wasn't a March Madness. So March Madness indeed going on in the bubble out in Indiana, in the Indianapolis metro area. Indianapolis in the metro area hosting the 2021 March Madness NCAA tournament. Jumper for Louisville, top of the key. Carly Jones misses it. And they're going to get the offensive rebound back. Williamson outside of Jones. Moves it out to Williamson. Pass over to Johnson. Johnson takes the 3. No good. Halfway there. Rattled out. Rebound back to the Tar Heels. UNC ball. 10 minutes left to go. North Carolina at the top. They pass it back outside. Floats it over the top. Watch out. Missed alley-oop opportunity, but either way, they got fouled. And UNC is going to head to the charity stripe at the free throw line. Shoot 2 with Armando Bacot. It's going to be a fun time for sure, guys. Cannot wait for March Madness. Indeed, me too, Jose. Hey, we're going to be streaming a bunch of great March Madness games here. So, if you guys are new on the channel, first timer, make sure to spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Feel free to come back for future live streams. I cover play-by-play basketball games here, college basketball games, NBA games as well, and Behind Your Basketball. And you guys are awesome, real MVPs out on the stream. UNC inside, good for 2. Louisville passes. Ball gets picked off. They jump the route, steal it by North Carolina. And so Louisville going to pick up a foul, too, in the backcourt. So UNC is going to get it back right now with 9:28 left to go. Yeah, Oklahoma was up by like 20 plus, and now they lead by 1. Thanks so much for the update there. Could TCU make it to March Madness? No. They just lost to Kansas State, so their tournament chances are over right now. They have it at the left wing. They'd have to win the automatic qualifier to do so in the Big 12, which means getting past Baylor, West Virginia, Texas, Kansas. That's really tough. Bounce pass off the cut. Bacot throws it down, good for 2. 9 minutes left to go. Louisville basketball. Top of the key. Cardinals here on the road just getting just a very difficult loss that they have today. They floated up, no good. UNC comes up with a rebound, and the Cardinals going to pick up another personal foul here around the perimeter by Jalen Withers. Do I want Vaughn's wanted to bring his friend over to the channel? For feel free, man. And anybody that you want to bring over to the channel, feel free. Feel free to share the stream if anybody is interested in. And you guys can share the stream here to get more people out onto the stream if you guys would like. 70-44. North Carolina just wide open jumper, and that is too easy. Good for 2. It goes down by Bacot. 2-2 easy. Left them open at the top of the free throw circle. Cardinals now with the basketball. 8:30 left to go. Bounce pass to the left wing. It is Williamson. Samuel Williamson dribbles to the top right now. 8:20 left to go. They put it up high off the glass, no good, and North Carolina comes out with another rebound. UNC plus 8 on the glass, 35-27. That's what they do best right there. As North Carolina misses it, rebound goes to Louisville. Cardinals now have it. Take the jumper. Free throw circle. Off the back iron, no good. Tipped up in the air. And North Carolina gets the rebound again, crashing the glass all game long. 8 minutes left to go. They feed it inside. UNC back underneath, puts it up, and that will be 2 free throws. 2 free throws coming up by the Tar Heels as Walker Kessler gets fouled. Jalen Withers picks up his 3rd personal foul, and we go on the timeout here with 7:55 left to go. Yep, Raptor puts out here about the teams that lost to Kansas State this year. Yep, rough game for Bradley tonight, man. Better luck in the next one against Notre Dame. they better figure it out against Notre Dame if they want to make it to the tournament. Because if Louisville loses that game, they're gonna be on the bubble if they lose against Notre Dame. So right now 11-4. If they lose that, so they're gonna be 11-5. If they lose against Notre Dame, they're 11-6, and they're gonna be 6-5 in the conference if they lose that one. And then it's tough after that. You look at the schedule here. They got upcoming at Duke. After Notre Dame on Tuesday, they're at Duke next Saturday. And then at Virginia Tech on Wednesday, March the 3rd. And then they finish it up at home against Virginia on 2 weeks from now on March the 6th. So none of those games right there are going to be, none of those games are an easy walk in the park right there. Who's going to be in the Big 12 championship? I would go Baylor and West Virginia right now at this point. This is a tough one, man. Really, really tough game. The thing about it is that the bubble's not doing any help either. Stanford lost against Washington State. So the bubble's not doing themselves help at all. There's teams that's just come out of nowhere. Yeah, that's a difficult schedule. There are teams that's come out of nowhere to be bid stealers. Wichita State. Out of all teams, Wichita State. And the bubble just keeps on crushing themselves. VCU lost today against George Mason in overtime. BYU's making their case for a tournament bid much more. St. John's got a huge game tonight against DePaul. That one is huge for the bubble there, because if you lose against DePaul, you're basically out for St. John's. Richmond defeated Duquesne, so they're back on the bubble for Richmond. Syracuse able to survive against Notre Dame, so they're still in the bubble. And then Stanford today, with that loss, it took a huge hit. Georgetown. How about this? Georgetown leading Seton Hall by 5, 80-75. I heard about that. Welcome on the stream here, Fins. I was covering West Virginia, Texas today, but I saw the score of that one. Man, Kentucky crushed Tennessee. Tennessee, in my opinion, they're gonna drop out of the top 25. But the AP guys will probably put Tennessee in there on Monday and take out Missouri. That's my prediction there. So I would put out Tennessee. But the AP guys, because Missouri beat Tennessee the second time around, so they beat them the most recent. But Tennessee's, in my opinion, Tennessee should be dropped in place of Belmont or Oklahoma State. But the AP guys will probably drop Missouri and keep Tennessee in at like 25. Yeah, this one a crushing one. Sorry to hear it for Christian and Bradley. So sorry, guys, for the two dedicated Louisville fans that's always came back here to the streams here. So sorry here, man. Better luck in the next game, because they really gotta figure it out for Notre Dame there, because if they drop that one, like the one against Miami, that's the crusher right now. Is that if you're a team right now, if you're seed 7 through 11 or 7 through 12, if you're seed 7 through 12 in the tournament bracket, you cannot afford bad losses against teams with net rankings below 100. And that's just a bad one against Miami from a month ago. Louisville inside, no good. North Carolina get the free throw before that. So UNC leading by a bunch. 23 assists by the Tar Heels to only 7 by Louisville. Cardinals have 7 assists to 12 total turnovers. North Carolina going to take a 3 and a drill it. It is good by Davis there from the perimeter for R.J. Davis. This is just a beatdown. And that loss against Wisconsin for Louisville, too, that is not aging well at all. Wisconsin's going to drop out of the top 25 this week, most likely. Inside, Cardinals good for 2. Wisconsin's just been so inconsistent lately. They've been like loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, loss. As now they've lost 2 in a row. They lost against Iowa on Thursday. North Carolina takes the 3. Missed it off the mark. Defensive board picked it by Louisville. 6:30 left to go. And UNC has 76 on the board, up by 30. A 3-point shot. Cardinals miss it off the mark. Fight for the rebound. They get the offensive board here. Louisville. Bounce pass off the cut. Puts it up and missed it. No good. Rebound by UNC, but they're going to say late personal foul here. So late personal foul by the Tar Heels. Clock will stop with 6:25 remaining. Uncle Luke liking this one. for UNC. Please don't set my lineups up on Monday, Vaughn puts out here. Oh, you're going to have to see my lineups on Monday without AD. And I'll be missing some pieces this week, but my team will be coming back better than ever for this week. First free throw cards hit it. Hopefully a better game after this. I'll be covering the NBA tonight. Lakers against Heat. Feel free to stop on board for that one if you guys would. We have over 110 people out in the stream. If you guys are digging the content here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams here that I cover. I cover college basketball games for the play-by-play and also NBA games. 6:15 left remaining. Louisville's second free throw goes down. 76-48. They pass it left baseline. Wide open jumper. The Tar Heels missed it off the mark. Fight for the rebound. UNC grabs it. They pass it inside. And that will be a Cardinals foul. So that's going to be a personal foul picked up here by Louisville on the court by J.J. Traynor. Clock will stop with 6:03. That is a tight game there. Appreciate it, Goody, for the update. Oklahoma leading Iowa State by 5, 53-48. Unbelievable that game is close. By the way, Georgetown has won over Seton Hall, 81-75. Georgetown, the 7-10 team right there, has beaten Seton Hall. Ooh, good question there, Fins. I'm actually not familiar with Wichita State's team. I haven't seen them play this year. I'm going to take a look and see. So, he asked about, does Wichita State have crazy three-point shooters this season? They beat Houston, so right now Wichita State just made it into the bracket for the win over Houston this week. So they went from being outside the bracket to a huge win. And it doesn't look like anything crazy for three-point shooters. They do have a player named Ricky Council. He's shooting 43% from three. He's the top three-point shooter, but he's only averaging around 7 per game. Well, give props to these two teams here. I totally did not expect them to be in the tournament. Number one, Wichita State. Wichita State lost 6 players to transfer in the offseason. Number two, VCU. VCU lost a bunch of players last year to graduation. That team is basically freshmen and sophomores. And even though they lost today, they are a year earlier than expected. So those are two teams right there that I did not expect at all that will be close to the tournament bracket. Cardinals at the line, both of them are good at the free throw line. So 77-50 here, 5:40 left to go. Ant, welcome to the stream here, bud. Boston, welcome on the channel. Boston, a big warm welcome here. They have it inside. Sharp puts it up. That is good for 2 by Dayron. Sharp count the bucket and the foul. He's going to go to the line, shoot 1. Christian liking next year's team for the Cards here. They retain the pieces. But yeah, Louisville came into the season without the starting. This is a whole new starting 5. All the players they had in the starting 5 last year had either gone to the draft or graduated from the team. As UNC's free throw is good. 5:20 left to go. Cardinals have it. Left corner perimeter. They got 80 points on the board for UNC, and we still got over 5 left to go. 3-point shot. Slazinski missed it. It's just been a stone cold game from 3 here for Louisville. They are 1 for 15 from 3. North Carolina leads to a wide open 3, and this dude just cannot miss. Kerwin Walton with a triple. He's the last player on the court tonight that you want to leave wide open in transition. Yes, North Carolina is going to make the tournament. I've talked about Louisville's schedule a bunch here today. I'm going to talk about UNC's during the next time out I'll bring that up for you guys about UNC's. We got 4:40 left to go. Louisville jumper off the mark, no good. North Carolina comes up with the rebounds. UNC has it. They put it inside. Shot gets blocked. They get it right back, though, and that's good for 2 more up and in by Dayron Sharp as he adds to his total today in this game. North Carolina, multiple players in double figures. 19 by Kerwin Walton off of 5 3-point shots. 17 by Dayron Sharp off the bench. 14 by Baycott. 12 by Brooks, and Baycott the leading rebounder with 9 rebounds. North Carolina +8 on the glass, 39-31 in rebounds. And they basically hit their season average in rebounds, and we still got over 4 minutes remaining. Do I see Wichita State being ranked on Monday? Good question there. I think they're gonna receive votes around that mark though. I'm gonna say no there because there's not gonna be many teams dropping out. I think probably Tennessee, Wisconsin gonna drop out in my opinion. Maybe Missouri. So there's gonna be 3 teams I see most likely the most being ranked. As North Carolina in transition goes for the dunk right there for 2. I see Oklahoma State, Belmont. So those are 2 I see ranked. Oklahoma State and Belmont and Oregon if they do win tonight. 4 minutes left remaining. By 37 in the steal. North Carolina puts it up. Missed it, but able to tip it in as nobody got behind offensively right there in transition. Oh my, what a beatdown. Fran, welcome onto the stream here. I appreciate it for dropping by. 3:42 remaining. So, new teams I go ranked for the top 25, Oklahoma State, Belmont, and then Oregon, if Oregon does win tonight. My day's been going pretty well here, Ant. We had a great stream for the first one earlier today. West Virginia came from 19 down, beat Texas today by 2, 84-82 in this game. Man, Louisville just getting beat up apart. North Carolina, 62% shooting from the floor, 89-50 as we go into timeout. We got 4 minutes left to go. Ethan, welcome to the stream here. Appreciate you guys for dropping by. I hope it's going to be an awesome NCAA tournament. They're supposed to have a limited capacity to like 25% of fans for limited capacity, which is huge. Thanks so much, Raptor Bud, for stopping by here. Best of luck, brother, in the future, man. Stay positive, and sending you my best thoughts out to you, man. Gonna send you the best wishes there, and I'll see you in the playoffs if you come back here, brother. And enjoy the rest of your night. Anytime you like to come back, feel free, brother. Absolute beatdown right now. We have over 120 people out in the chat right now, so glad to be here for you guys. And this is just not good for Louisville. This is not good. You go from basically being a 7 seed all the way now to dropping to an 8 or a 9 to being in the last 8 out grouping if you do lose, or being in the first 4 in grouping if you do lose to Notre Dame on Tuesday. That's what's at stake, as this is just tough. 12-zip run by UNC over the last 2 minutes. USC is going to drop out now. I don't think so because their record's great. They're going to drop, but they're not going to drop out because they're up at 17. Arizona's a pretty good team. Arizona would be with Stanford, like last four in the tournament currently for that grouping there. Arizona's not bad. That's huge for Arizona. So let's see here. Oklahoma leading Iowa State 61-50. Arizona up by double digits against USC 67-55. Yeah, Ethan thinks Winthrop might be ranked. They got... Yeah, they only got 1 loss this year, I believe. They played fewer games than Belmont, though, so I would put Belmont before Winthrop. Friend putting out here about Houston, 20 are out. Yeah, they just keep on dropping. They're probably going to be like a 3 seed for Houston and lose in the second round. I wouldn't be shocked if they have a matchup like that. Because they've been really struggling lately. They had a terrible loss against East Carolina. And then Wichita State they lost against. Which Wichita State just made it from being out in the bracket now to in. Yeah, so Belmont, they should have been ranked last week for Belmont. They need to be ranked on Monday. If they're not ranked on Monday, there's a problem. 24-1. Yeah, it's been 19 days off for Louisville, and welcome on the stream here, Validos. Appreciate it here. Same shades as St. Louis. St. Louis lost their first 2 games coming back against Dayton and LaSalle after a month-long pause, and just unfortunate victim here to pause as North Carolina gets the ball right back and puts out 2 more. Day'Ron Sharpe having a game in this one. 91-50. Day'Ron Sharpe with 19 off the bench. 4 players in double figures, 19 by Sharpe, 19 by Walton off of 5 threes for him today for the Tar Heels. 14 points and 9 rebounds by Baycott and 12 by Garrison Brooks. And plus 11 on the glass. North Carolina plus 11 on the glasses. They are out-rebounding Louisville 42-31. 3:15 left to go. Cardinals basketball. As they floated up at the left elbow, no good off the mark. They do get the, it's going to be defensive rebound by UNC with a foul picked up. Both these teams up as well in the bonus. We got 3:08 left to go. Yeah, that was a sad day there. I was glad I was not around for that time period there, Goody. Is this score a typo? No. Welcome in Ian out onto the stream here, man. Great question, but this is a no. Free throws here at the line by UNC. First one is good. And that 37-point loss for Louisville, that's not aging well at all against Wisconsin. Because Wisconsin, they might drop out of the top 25 this week. They've been wildly inconsistent lately. Second free throw good by UNC. 93-50. Unbelievable. 3 minutes left to go in this one. I think Louisville, in a long time in this game, it was 35-25 at one point. It was a 10-point game, 35-25, and then turnovers, miscues, missed shots, 1 for 15 from 3, 15 turnovers to only 7 assists. And then UNC hitting everything, going to the free throw line. Even though they only hit 7 free throws, they're 7 for 18 at the line. And UNC, they're going to get another bucket that's good for 2. North Carolina just plus 12 in the glass here, 43-31 now for a top 3 team in the nation in rebounds per game. Up by 45. Cardinals basketball, the biggest blowout that they've ever covered this year, I believe, for college basketball. Jumper, right baseline. Off the mark, missed it. That's going to be rebound number 44 tonight for UNC. They pass in transition. Missed the shot, got blocked, but able to get it back. 2-on-1. Bad decision right there as Cardinals defense just cannot get back in transition. And Walker Kessler throws it down with a two-handed jam. 47. This is bad. This is bad. You go from a 7 seed now all the way to a 10 because of this. If you made it close, you would have been an 8 seed. 20-0 run. You have gone from a 7 seed to a 10 seed now. And if you lose against Notre Dame, you're in the last 4 out group. You're in that 12 playing game. Or the 11 playing game, whatever they decide. 1:55 left to go. What's good? Ethan, welcome to the stream here. Unbelievable. So by wide range of margins here, you can drop down on the seeding lines and... Jeez. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. For North Carolina, this is huge. So it's going in the right direction right now. Tar Heels got this coming up for their upcoming schedule. They got Florida State. That is going to be a huge game. And they got a week to prepare for that. So next game comes up in a... Oh no, they also got Marquette. So Marquette going to be a filler team. So you get Marquette coming up this week for a non-conference game. After that, though, they are hosting Florida State next Saturday. And then they're at Syracuse and hosting Duke to close it out on March 6th. 1:20 left to go. Shot is good inside for the Tar Heels. Louisville going to take it a 3 in transition. That's good as well. Just trying to close up this one here. They're going to count as a 2. Count as a 2. 99-52. 1 minute left to go. Cardinals have it left corner. At the left wing perimeter for Louisville. They pass it now over at the left elbow. Backing their way inside the post here. Basically the reserves in this game at this point. They're going to put it up, no good. Rebound back to UNC. We're going to see if they can hit triple digits on the board today as they go inside. Missed the layup, offensive rebound, missed it. 45 seconds left to go. 40 seconds left to go here, folks, in this game before I sign off. I'll be back later tonight, about a half an hour from now, Lakers versus Heat, so feel free to stop on by. 99-52, unbelievable. Cardinals have the basketball here. They're going to take a left corner 3. It's up, no good. Stone cold. The worst team defending the perimeter with North Carolina going up against the second to worst team shooting threes in the conference. And the second to worst team shooting threes lost this game by a bunch because they're 1 for 16 from the perimeter. 8 assists to 16 turnovers. And that is the ball game here as Louisville does score a late bucket. But either way, UNC scores 99 as that is the ball game. Unbelievable. 99 to 54. The final. And for Louisville here, they have gone all the way from a 7 seed in a day to getting destroyed and now looking like a 10 seed. If they lose their next game on Tuesday against Notre Dame, they are in jeopardy of missing out on the NCAA tournament. Unbelievable how a swing of games can just change just like that. Unreal. North Carolina in this one shot the ball at 63% from the floor. 51 to 25, they outscored them in the second half. As this game has gone final. Wow. So that's a wrap here, everybody. Appreciate it all for dropping them by. Before I do sign off, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well here Behind Our Basketball. We're going to be back in a half an hour. Lakers against Heat for the next game here in the last one. Unbelievable. Louisville has lost this game 55 points. The 37-point loss against Wisconsin ain't really aging well either. And that loss against Miami, that is a crusher. That hasn't been able to age well either. Also, yikes. Now, they're in jeopardy. They got a tough schedule coming up to close it out. This is what the Cards come having closing out. Last 4 games. A game they got to win against a team that's been better. Hosting Notre Dame on Tuesday. Then they're at Duke next Saturday. No game is a walk in the park there. On the road at Virginia Tech on March the 3rd. And then hosting Virginia to close it out for the ACC regular season on March the 6th, 2 weeks from now. So that's a wrap here, everybody. Appreciate all for stopping them by here. Gonna sign off now on Behind Our Basketball. We'll be back in about a half an hour from now. As we're going to go out to the member slide here. Thank my channel members. We got Jack, Jason, Aaron, Edwin, the sports expert, Warren, Robert, James H. made by Aiden here. If anybody would like to become a channel member in Behind Your Basketball, it's as low as $1.99 per month here for special live streams for $4.99 per month. But the shout outs here are $1.99 per month if anybody would like to be a member here on the channel. That is a wrap. Final score, North Carolina 99, Louisville 54. 45-point victory by the Tar Heels. Appreciate all for stopping by and enjoy the rest of your night, everybody, as this is Behind Your Basketball, signing off.